Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. On the return, the over-reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And time to see what the Atlanta Falcons can do on offense. There's Matt Ryan, starting quarterback, just shy of 5,000 yards in that incredible season in 2016 for Matt Ryan. You look forward, he's going to be working with a new offensive coordinator, Charles.
One of the things I've always admired about Matt Ryan is his ability to embrace change, because he had the same type of a system, changed some coordinators early in his career, but the system was essentially the same for most of his career. And then he had a coordinator change in 2015 and had to adapt to a new style. And he did it so well that by 2016, he was the NFL MVP. So new offensive coordinator is not going to change much for him. He's going to try to adapt one more time to a new style, new ways of doing things, and I think he'll do it very successfully.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out. No one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
So it'll be first down here after the run. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the number one thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan, and he will find his man on the outside. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 26 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Amendola. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tom Brady brings out the New England Patriots. This is a man, Charles, who's going to turn 40 on August 3rd. We know what just happened. Another Super Bowl ring for him. But up around that age of 40, that's where we think quarterbacks, the tank is empty. What does he have left?
He's actually moved the line even more, hasn't he? Remember we used to think 35? It was that time, and Tom Brady keeps moving it up. I think he's got plenty left because, number one, he absolutely loves the game. He's lost none of that zest. His workout regimen, his diet, all those things put it together. He's flexible. He takes hits, and he keeps moving. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think he can win another Super Bowl or 2 before he retires, and I can't believe I've actually said that. He shouldn't be able to do it. But I just remember him telling me in November of 2015, I just love the game, and I see no end for him.
On second down, here's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
Oh, you can't teach that. LeGarrette Blount. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, 59 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Returnable here for Hester. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Sure, as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
The play clock's running down. Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come up in an offset eye. On third down, Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And that one results in 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Amendola. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Brady throwing on second down. And his pass incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Brady going to try and throw on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. Now 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Back deep for Atlanta, Devin Hester. Okay, he'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's not always as trite as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. They come out here in the eye. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fall for... Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the Combine. That's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big play there for the Patriots. 37 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Hester will get a shot. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we've reached intermission in what has been a back-and-forth Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Falcons line up at the 26. Freeman's going to look for a gap, and he cap off the long drive with the TD. Falcons is up now by 7. Hits a late in the first. Blunt's going to break into the secondary, and he go in for the 60-yard touchdown. Patriots tie it up at 7. Falcons line up at the 3. Freeman's going to look for space, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Falcons up by a touchdown. Just about out of time in the first half. Brady's going to complete the pass. He would pick up 14 yards and then duck out of bounds. Continuing on the drive, here's a quick pass, and he finds Rob Gronkowski. And this goes 17 yards for the score. We're brand new at 14. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. The second half of Super Bowl 51 still to come as we rejoin Brandon and Charles in Houston.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Brady gives now to Blunt, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Amendola with a catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Adrian Claymore. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Rob Ninkovich on the stop. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll rifle this one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And some room to work. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run again with Blunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They come out here in the I. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go. Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Again, here's Blunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
Here's the battering ram Blunt. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And a nice gain of 20. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They'll run it here with Blount. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down near the 20. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He'll look to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.